Hello, it's David Shipp here from Coaching Construction, and I'm doing this video about the different stages where you can engage employees. So lots of other videos about employee engagement, and what I wanted to do is look at all the different points at which an employee has interaction with a company and its team members, and to see and discuss where engagement can happen. So the first thing, let's dive in. So the first thing is in terms of recruitment. So when a new employee is obviously needs to joins a company, is that they're recruited into that role, whether that's from a university or through a job agency or direct to the company. But there is a process of recruitment which will involve, obviously, excuse me, is job adverts, job specifications, and then also looking at the interviews that are going to be happening, and then any trials that may take place before they're actually given the role in writing and they join the company. So there's lots of different stages even within recruitment. So one of the ones that we pick out is actually interview. So up to the interview is like, how many interviews would you have, and how would you know that that person is the right fit for the company and the role that is on offer. So it's a very important step in terms of employee engagement. A lot of the surveys happen obviously when we get through to they've already joined the company, they may have been with them for a certain amount of time, but engagement really starts at the start, and if you get it right in the recruitment stage, the whole thing will run a lot easier, and the actual employee will be engaged from the start. So first step, recruitment, looking at the interviews, looking what leads up to the interviews, what happens afterwards, and just ensuring that they are the best person for the role that you're actually employing for. The second step that I thought was really important was onboarding. So onboarding means when an employee is starting pretty much day one on the job, and what happens in terms of onboarding. Now, personal experience is that there have been many sites and many companies that I joined, and at least on probably like count on one hand, that they didn't really know I was meant to be there. They'd heard I was joining, but there was, didn't really know I was meant to be there, which isn't a great start in terms of engagement, because I was, it's a human thing that you want to be valued, and you feel like you want to make a difference. So that was an interesting experience. So I encourage people to get onboarding, get it right, know who's coming in, what is the steps, what's the first 3 months going to look like. And day one is that there will be hopefully there'll be an induction to the company, and then if you're site based, then obviously there'll be a induction to the actual site as well. So going into the site induction thing is that I've joined, I've been with companies and then moved from site to site, and the level, in terms of I've seen the good and the bad of site inductions as well, which is something we do. Is we really go into the soft skills of construction management and supervisors. So we help people get that right. What does the best site induction look like? How do you build it? Because there isn't always the support to actually deliver those kinds of things, but they're really important to get someone engaged from the start, whether it's they're joining your site or they're joining your company as well. As we know, the construction industry is a transient workforce, so going from one site to another is that we often have people that will come in for like only a couple of days, but it's equally as important to have them engaged from the start, and through that induction is key. First impressions do count. Okay, moving on. So the third step is management. So massive subject, and basically what we're looking at here is that like once they're onboarded, you know, whatever process we're deciding there, is that we've got to manage their performance. And you know, again, this is like really key to what coaching construction do, is that, you know, we're looking at the managers, so the people that the employees are in touch with on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis, is that how are they being managed? Are they engaged all the time? So we look at all different models and really get managers and supervisors up to the level where they are engaging their workforce, so that their workforce are coming to work and delivering their capability and potential. It's a massive subject, but so we've looked at recruiting, so making sure they're the right people, the best fit for the job, and all the different ways we can do that. Onboarding, first impressions count. What do we do from day one? And then over a longer period of time is how do we manage them? How do we manage their performance? And then finally, when we look at this, what we like to call is the employee engagement cycle, is the exit. So people, as I said before, it's a transient workforce, so people will leave sites or they'll leave companies and join other sites and join other companies, but it's to really learn why that person is leaving. Because on many occasions I meet people that have been with one company for many years now, but on the other hand, I've met people that are always moving roles and jobs, and I'm fascinated why people stay where they do for years, for their whole life. And it's to learn what are the good things, because then what it does is it's like, well, do we need to change something when we move back into recruitment phase and we're employing the person who is going to take that role on? So it's this employee engagement cycle is key to looking at what you're doing at each point, so that as a whole is an employee that comes into a company or comes onto a site is engaged from the start, well, even before they start, from the start, and then also throughout the time that they're with the company or the site. So key to all of this and what holds it all together is the manager. It's key that the manager has an impact in all of these. It doesn't happen in all companies, and obviously depends on the size of companies, but the manager has an impact on all of these. If an employee is to join a company, work for them and stay working for them, be engaged and deliver their potential and capability on a day-to-day basis. Thank you for watching this video. My name's David Shipp, Coaching Construction. All the best and stay safe.